Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 48 of Let's Play Expeditions Vikings. In the last part, well, we got a message from the Jarl of Reeb, I think it is. She wants us to come to go to our Jarldom of Orkney. We figured out where the Druid is. We are doing the Ravagings of the Wretched Heathens right now. So yeah. We're just going to get to Fafnir, and we're going to go take ourselves there. We're going to land in Perth next time, though, so I wouldn't have to fuck about. We did come from... To be fair, though, I did come from Skjern, so... It's understandable. Travel to Orkney and speak to Skargrim. My boat is here, but the game's like, nah, mate, it's not you. What are you doing? Alright, it's time for us to get to Orkney. 2 days to get to Orkney. Pushing ever closer to Thursday. A brisk wind has been carrying you well throughout the day, when all of a sudden you hear the unmistakable calls of seagulls. Sigmar, look, a boat. You look to where Niftyr is pointing, you see a small boat floating in the water. It looks to be a fishing boat, but okay, we've already had this one. Change course towards the boat. Take the cargo. I'll torch the boat, and then we go home. And yep, still fucking hungry. Fuck me, this game's something dumb sometimes. The first thing we do when we get to Perth is fucking gotta camp. Fair enough. I guess that's fine with me. We'll do what we can, obviously. Oh, it's been a while since we've been back to Orkney. I think we've been to Skjern more times, back to and from Skjern more times than we've been to and from Orkney.
This place is really shaping up. I'm starting to believe we can actually muster an army large enough to conquer a kingdom.
Holy fuck, this looks... No, this is definitely mine. Huh, interesting. Some loot there, we'll worry about that later. We've got to go talk to... Oh, who are you? An unfamiliar warrior has been watching the approach of the Fafnir from the top of the cliffs. Now he runs down to meet you, bowing his head respectfully. He's someone in his mid-late 20s, dressed in well-worn armour and with a ghastly scar along his jaw where the spear once sliced open. The features of his face feel faintly familiar. Jarl Sigmar, it's an honor to meet you. Words of your deed has travelled far. Have we met before? What's your name? My name is Igil, and if we have met before, I'm sure I would have remembered it. Have you ever been to Skjern? To say that you look surprised would be an understatement. I have, but I'm sure we haven't met. I made camp in Skjern Forest on my way north to join the crew of the ship that brought me here. I think I met your brother. He was looking for you in the forest. Igil thinks for a moment, then worry washes over his face. He must think something terrible befell me. Should probably go home and find him then. Let him know you're not dead. I will, but first there's something I must share with you. Go on. I came here on the longship Gragas with the crew from Vestfold. We spent most of the last summer raiding the coast of the Celtic people to the west. It was very profitable work. On the way back to Orkney, our luck finally ran out. We were ambushed by a group of Picts while camped out in the cove, and the Gragas was burned. We did manage to drive back the attackers, but without a ship, we were forced to make our way across Pickland on foot, and we had far more treasure than we could carry. After a few days, we found a cave down the coast, and then we carried all the spoils of our raids deep into it. The Thegn and his bannermen stayed inside the cave for a few more days, set up traps, while the rest of us rested outside. And we made our way back here. Why you tell me this? Because I don't trust any of those bastards are. Every member of that crew is a greedy, selfish Bickerger son here, myself included. Each man is probably already looking for a ship and a crew to find, so they can go back into the cave and take the loot for themselves. I might consider doing the same, but my luck has run out. I took a hit in the left arm during a fight on the way through Pickland, and I can't hold a shield anymore. So instead I'll sell you the location of the treasure hoard. If you want it, it's yours for 200 Ortog of Silver, or whatever you have with you of equal worth. I'm going to spend that money to get home, buy a farm, and start a family. If you can get to the cave before my old crew does, you'll find five times that much treasure hidden there. How do you know I know you're telling the truth? A man is only as good as his word. I swear I'm bolded, I'm telling the truth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gambling, man, but for this time I will. I accept your offer. Thank you. This soothes a little, a pain a little. At the thought of all the wealth I'm going to give up. Now take your ship to the bay where the river Tay runs towards the seat of the Pictish king, and follow the coast towards the north for a long way. Eventually you will pass the inlet of the River Dee, and then shortly come to another river called Don. Follow this river into the country until you find yourself in a river valley. El Igil goes on to describe the landscape in vivid detail, carefully explaining how to reach the cave where the treasure is hidden. It's sparsely populated land, so you probably won't need to worry about the Picts, but as I've said, there may be other members of my old crew out there to claim the treasure. There's also the matter of traps. I wasn't there when they were set, so I don't know what they involve, but quite some time was spent on them, so it must be something elaborate. I wish you good luck retrieving the treasure. I would much rather see it fall into your hands than those of my former crew. Thank you, Igil. I wish you good luck as well on your journey home. He bows his head again. I will find my brother and tell him I'm alive. Perhaps we will see each other again in Skjern. Not what I had expected to meet when I was coming up here to meet this guy. There's a fucking hole there! Oh, whatever, game. Jarl Ragnhild's bannerman, Skarlagrim, has arrived as advertised and picked a spot for his crew near the center of the camp. I have not been to this island before, but I'm told it was all abandoned before you arrived. Very impressive work. Thank you, but I'm just getting started. Every fathom of this place will be covered in tents and warriors by the time we're ready. I believe you. The spread of your progress is impressive. The Jarl, of course, has been following these developments with great interest. She's been communicating with Sigurd Hringir, and they both agree that you should be granted the title of Jarl of Orkneyar. That's a great honor, thank you. You stand to gain more than just honor from this. With the backing of the king, you'll be able to build an army of great enough to conquer a nation. There is one thing, however, that must be done before you can officially grant control of Orkneyar. Charlemagne has been making steady progress in the south. Saxony is all but conquered, and everyone anticipates a Frankish incursion into Jutland. As you know, the Christians have long had an embargo against all trade with the Norse, and now we've lost our last trade partners. The king feels that it's time to make a statement. He wants to attack the Frankish realm? Skarlagrim shakes his head. An attack on the Franks would be predictable and tame. Our statement must be shocking enough to strike fear into the hearts of every Christian. We must show them that their God cannot protect them. We know that they have a great place of worship in an island called Lindsafan. We're mounting a raiding party to attack this and sack this place. We will kill their monks, take their riches, and burn their church. They will learn to fear us, and if any luck, it will dissuade them from any attempts to expand their empire further north. What's to be my role in this? You are invited to lead the raid. This is the test of your leadership that will show if you are worthy of the title of Jarl. How great a force will I command? You'll commit your own ship and herd, of course. Finskjul will be sending the longship Flaudnir under the command of Hroðgar. And of course my ship, Gullbringer, is at your disposal as well. Jarl Ragnhild has sent me here to fight for you. You aware of my past troubles with Hroðgar? Dimly. You are expected to put your differences aside as long as you fight for this Sigurd Hroðgar. I will command you. He smiles, perhaps flattered by your surprise. Yes, of course. Be sure to live up that responsibility you have been entrusted with. When will this happen? We set sail at your command, Thegn. The Faldnir will join us north of Lindisfarne. After the raid, you can return to your ongoing efforts. I will sail back to Reeb and inform the Jarl of the outcome. I have some other business to start first, but we'll go as soon as possible. My crew will be ready. We're ready when you are. Interesting. So, basically, we now have a nice, good old raid to get going. Who the fuck is that? Not bad, my friend. Not bad at all. Thank you again for inviting us. Oh, right, I remember. For the first time in a long while, I feel safe. I vote to hand you a sturdy shield. It looks brand new. I have a gift for you. One of our most skilled legionnaires crafted it. Consider it rent for the space we take up here. How was the trip? A little perilous, but we managed. The greatest difficulty was crossing the sea. We had to kill a fisherman for his boat. Shame. What will you do here? We'll try to make ourselves useful, but mostly we'll keep out of your way. Interesting. I do like the fact that she's not going to get in the way. She's just like, well, we'll be here, but like, you know, fucking over there. You know what? I'd rather him have this shield and use that one as his secondary. No, 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 he has the bow, yeah. No. Bow, way better secondary. I think we're done on Orkneyar, which means I can go deal with us fucking being hungry. That's, yeah, just go straight to the Fafnir. But hey, we're, shit's going well for us. We're becoming the Jarl of Orkneyar. Although I was 90% sure we already were. Not the point. So, let's have a look on the map and see what we've got to do. I'm now starting to get interested again, game. You've done it. You've brought me back from the depths of not wanting to play for a while. So that's what you want me... Oh, right. Oh, yes, Lindisfarne. Right on the border. I think that's just north of the border, I think that's in Scotland. Let's go to the flooded cave first. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Fuck, you know what? We're gonna waste some time, ladies and gentlemen. Purely because I want my people to be fucking full. The waves are calm and Fafnir is making slow progress. Suddenly, Dagny yelps. I got one. Dagny's been trailing a line lazy off the start. Okay, we've read this as well. Indifferent, loyal. Yeah, see? They're starting to get pissed off because they're not got no food. They got no fucking food. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. They got no fucking food. I fucking knew I should have fed them before we got on the ship. Oh well, ladies and gentlemen. It's been done. You'd think at fucking sea they would feed themselves. Or at least you think the modifier would go and like you could only whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a pain either way, but we'll deal with it. Mostly because we have no fucking choice, but you get my point, ladies and gentlemen. We'll deal with it anyway. Again, not because we have a choice, but because we will.
This is a strange town. No attempts have been made to fortify it, yet its peace remains unbroken. The people here must be fierce indeed.
Myself complimented the Pictish, which were notoriously fierce, if I remember correctly. Which I'm pretty sure I do, but what can you do? So I'm going to go feed these dumb idiots who don't understand the meaning of eat on a fucking boat. At least our farms are fully upgraded, but my prosperity is not high enough. We need to make sure the prosperity is maxed. Because, well, without it, we're fucked. The nearest good camp is 8 hours. No, the nearest good one's 9 hours, sorry. That's not bad. And now they're starving. So we need to make sure they're all watered and fed. And then we'll get ourselves to the flooded cave. And that's where we'll probably end the part for the day once we've... not once we're there, but once we've done a little bit of it. Not starving anymore, good. Right, so are they... all of you herdmen have eaten, 11 of you herdmen have become well rested, just scouts have found something of interest nearby. Now, are they hungry now, game, or are they fucking full? That is the opportune question right now. They are completely full. Now, will we be... We're no longer well rested, but are we hungry? You make a small stop near the pond. Its water still looks dirty and most of your herdmen avoid it, but Gunnar has it a drink. Send out bolts out the door. Oh, okay. Here'll do. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I hate this game. Sometimes. It just pisses me off. Ah. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, we're fine. Alright. Heal this dunderhead. You're gonna... Okay. Just heal that fucking retard. Hey, at least my people are definitely fucking full now. Good. We lost fucking loads of shit. How is our... that is a good point. How is our fucking stuff doing? We're running low on... well... not everything, but we're running low on the stuff that really matters. Valuables. And we're well rested as well. Hopefully we get to keep well rested for... what's it called? The flooded horde. And I'll make sure we're well rested for the... Linda's farm. Because we can't fail there. We need to be... if we have the king backing us, we'll be better against Skullcleaver.
Feels like I spent more of my life in this town than in the Highlands. Gotta be careful or I'll go soft.
Ah, right, so it is Gungreer that take all enemies along a path take damage. I don't like this spear anymore. It's really damaging, but it's a pain in the ass. Right, up to the flooded cave. Oh, come on. You will not feed them, but you will make them lose while rested. Fuck you. Folkmoot's done. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. We'll do that. Alright, there we go. Got our people. Let's get this mission done. Must admit, I don't know which option we're going to go with yet. Are we going to destroy Britain and use it ourselves, or are we going to help one of them? As we always know, I'm going to destroy everything. That's just simpler. Must always go for the simple option, ladies and gentlemen. It helps you in life. The cave doesn't extend far into the rocks. A high ledge not far from the mouth looks like it might lead further into the cave. This must be the cave that Gil mentioned. It even has the ledge he talked about. Some rope. The ledge above you is too far to reach with a jump, but it features several possible anchors for a rope. The rocks here are wet and slippery, and seaweed clings to every surface. We'll throw a rope. You make a noose with your rope and throw it up repeatedly at the stalagmites on the ledge, but you fail to get the end of the rope around it. We'll climb up. Oh wow, you grab the first handhold and start making your way up carefully. The wall is slippery, but you manage to keep your footing and grip the rest of the way. Bullshit, I did something finesse. From this vantage point, it looks like the cave does indeed extend further inward. You can feel a draft from somewhere nearby. I'll call it rest of your head. Most of your herdmen manage to climb, but nephew loses a grip, falls down, hurts his leg. Ah, it's alright, I'm right, I think. Not one to be back down, nephew gets back up and tries again. This time, to great difficulty, he reaches the landing. So, how fucked are you, nephew? Severe trauma to the leg, but it doesn't affect your stats. And you seem to be able to follow me just as well. We've come this far, we can't go... No, but I want to fucking put... Alright, whatever, game. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the rest of this next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. See you guys then.